Hello everyone, welcome to Bayern Now, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. Hopefully we don't receiving content. I hate this so much. I hate YouTube. I really do. I don't even know if I'm talking to anyone right now because this thing is so weird. Like, oh, there we go. We're live. I think that's correct indication. I got my audio, everything set up. Hello everyone, welcome to Bayern Now, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. Not sure if that matters, but I'm gonna be talking about Leroy Sane again. Oh my god, the last video got 40 views. That's insane, and people seem to want me to. They enjoyed it, and I would like to make another one. So apparently, Bayern is very close to completing the Sane deal. I'm on Twitter because I actually. I mean, if you don't have Twitter, man, consider getting Twitter. Twitter. I mean, look, there's a lot of false information, but it's really just an interactive like place to go. So apparently what people are saying is that so you have Sane's mother, Regina, what's her name, Regina Weber, and his girlfriend Candice Brooke. They're pulling him in either direction, right? One saying go to Bayern, the other saying stay in England. Um, Apparently his girlfriend is the one saying stay in England, and of course his mom, who's German, would be saying yeah, go to Germany and play for the biggest German club. I think Sane is undecided because apparently 2 weeks ago we had the news from I think Rummenigge himself. I don't even know how to say his name, and I've been freaking trying to say it for years. Um, he said it himself that Sane was to come back from vacation and immediately he would make a decision and Bayern's board will act on it, right? And they also talked about this domino effect, which means getting Sane would lead to completing other deals because obviously you've completed your most important deals. So I think a lot of the focus is on the Sane deal. We've also had Roca. So I think Sane still hasn't decided. My Each day that we grow and we don't hear anything, I am getting more and more scared because I'm thinking, are we actually getting Sane? I genuinely don't know at this point. I'm not even sure if we've even agreed a deal. They're saying we're getting positive communication from his representation and management, which is great and all, but is the player really? Because if Sane wanted to come, one, he would have done this. He would have come on the news when they asked him a question. He would say, "Yeah, maybe." There you go. You remove all the questions being asked whether you're happy at Man City or not. But if he was asked if he wanted to stay at City, he would also said the same thing, right? Players are known to say, "Okay, I'm gonna stay here, guys. I'm gonna stay here." That eases the pressure off the club, and it also tells Bayern to back away. So there's two things that could be happening here. Sane could be using Bayern as a means to get more money out of Man City, which that's very scum thing to do, but players do it all the time. But I don't think this is the case, right? I think Sane genuinely wants to stay at City, but he genuinely knows that coming to Bayern isn't a bad choice either. I'm not gonna sit here and say we're in a better position than City. I'd say for a player like Sane, he's 23 years of age. He's in 2 years, even currently, he's one of the best young players out there, under 25. And in like 2 years, he's going to be the best, one of the best players in the world. He's going to be on that list. He's probably going to be competing for Ballon d'Ors because I see that in him. He's going to be consistently scoring at least 25 goals every season, 30 goals every season, right? Sane has that in his locker. He has all those qualities, right? And he's probably thinking, do I want to go to Bayern Munich, who are in the Bundesliga? That's not necessarily the most, you know, loved league in terms of how good it is, because I think the Prem is better than the Bundesliga, obviously. Or do I want to stay at Man City, have competition from four other players that play my position, a club that constantly buys, and also Man City are not very big. They don't have fans. Yeah, Man City. They can't. They have like 10 to 20,000 empty seats every game consistently. So I think Sane is thinking about that. He's probably going in his head. Going to Bayern is a much more career good choice. But staying a City is better for accomplishments. I mean, accomplishments as in the Bundesliga means less than the Prem. I think that's what I mean by accomplishments. Like at Bayern, he's still going to be winning as much as City, but just titles that don't necessarily have the name to them, and the Champions League being the most important, which is usually the hardest. So I think, I mean, coming to Bayern, Leroy probably has a better chance at the Champions League. Someone's probably sitting out there going, "Whoa, what do you mean?" I mean, when he comes to Bayern, he's going to be backed by three world class midfielders behind him and two world class players, Gnabry and Lewandowski. And in the defense, world class everywhere, right? We don't lack any positions. Whereas at Man City, play Pep is such a weirdo. He's gonna end up playing Fabian Delph. I don't even think Delph is at City anymore, but he's gonna get Fabian Delph back and play him at central defensive midfield, right? Whereas I don't think City necessarily they're winning the Prem because they have very very good squad versatility and Pep's philosophy works, right? But I don't think they can win in the Champions League because they don't have that experience, right? Because City's squad is relatively newer and they don't have as much experience as us Bayern. So Sane will be considering all of these things, and then he'll have to make that decision. But I genuinely think, I don't know. See, look, Sane only has to tell Bayern, "I want to come to you." That will give City the ability to say, "Okay, we have to sell you," because Pep doesn't want any unhappy players, which I respect Pep Guardiola. Pep just wants players that want to play for him, right? So I respect that. That's a respectable trait to have, right? So if a player doesn't want to play for you, you can let him go. And I think City, I respect even us, right? If a player's unhappy, I mean, Renato Sanchez has been unhappy for 2 seasons now. I mean, we bought the kid in 2016, sent him out on loan to a freaking club. I don't even know, was it Swansea who were getting renegated with no good players. If we wanted to send him on loan, send him to like Manchester United, Chelsea, Arsenal, clubs where he'll get a chance alongside good or decent players. Don't send him to Swansea to go gain experience, which, after that, his confidence and morale was down for 2 years. Now he's looking a lot sharper, better, and more quick and versatile, right? By versatile, I mean like he's looking a lot more fluid and in his game, right? He's having a lot more confidence in playing with it because the coach has said he's staying. And I think that that's what we need to insert into all of our players in this day and age. All right, let me have a drink here. What was I talking about? I always get on these tantrums, start talking for 20 minutes and forget the main topic. What was I talking about? I was talking about Sane, yeah. So, I think Sane he wants to come. He should. I think he wants to come because of the fact that we've lost Robin and Ribery. I mean, I don't. Okay, people are saying the void. I think it's a void as in, yeah, Robin and Ribery had qualities, right? But they were also old. They weren't performing as well as they were in 2014 and 16 all those years. They weren't, right? So people saying that we've lost a big void in quality is just wrong because we still had a void. We've been having it for 2 years, but it's just been made apparent by the departures, and it's opened up two good positions, important squad positions, right? If we get Bergwijn, he'd be happy to come. If we get Sane, he'd be happy to come. But of course, Sane is going to want to start, and of course, he's starting over Coman. Unless Kingsley Coman gains that bit of finesse and attitude about him that makes me want to say he's going to. I mean, he should want Sane to come, Coman, because Sane is going to teach him a lot of things, right? Sane is young, but he's a player with so much experience already, playing for Man City in the Champions League in important matches against Liverpool, where he scored the winner in the 72nd minute. Coman can learn a lot from Sane. So can Alphonso Davies. Alphonso Davies reminds me a little bit of Sane, where they both use their left foot to dribble and then use their pace to get in front of their marker. They're both the same height, and oddly enough, they like to have the weird hairstyle. I'm just saying, like, this is a great option. This guy will come over here and boss and don our entire squad up. He will tell Coman, if you don't perform, I'm having your spot. He'll tell he'll show Davies how to hold his own in terms of physicality against right backs who are very physical, and also He'll have all these qualities that not only him being vocal in terms of performing, but him just being in the locker room, knowing you have a world beater right there, someone who's won the Premier League with Man City, having played a big part in it, someone who scored against Van Dijk very easily, someone who, I mean, Gnabry's also kind of messed up Van Dijk, but someone who knows how to play in those games. Like, watch the game versus Liverpool, man. We're Hold on. Is my audio all the way up? Because I feel like my mic isn't picking me up. Whatever. Watch the game versus Liverpool, right? We were in a very, very, very crucial position. We were, cruising the game. We I don't even think we were completely. There was so many moments where I felt like if we had a player like Sane, we would have freaking bossed that game, but we didn't. All right. Well, that added extra heat to my room. All right. That's gonna be a little bit annoying, but it's okay, man. It's so hot in here. Every time I start recording, well, I have two lights pointing at me, and this light is just okay. So, Leroy Sane, come to Bayern, man. Come to Bayern. Okay, so let me go to Twitter now and read a lot of the opinions that I'm seeing. Right, a lot of Bayern fans. This has been going on for 2.5 months, by the way. Right, so this Sane thing is nothing new. Okay, this Sane thing is nothing new. But what I've been seeing is that a lot of Bayern fans don't believe we can pull players like Sane. Niko Kovac is a relatively new manager. Um, what player would want to play for him realistically, right? So I don't think there's. I mean, yeah. So I mean, okay, what player you can say Rebic, right? But we're at Bayern Munich. Niko Kovac wanted Rebic. He's rubbish. Okay, I know I'm kidding. But what did Rebic do last season? Sort of, right? He didn't do anything because he's not a very good player. Like, a player can work very well at Eintracht Frankfurt, but moving to Bayern, a club where you're expected to get to the Champions League semifinal and perform in big games, is completely different. Look at Luka Jovic, right? Jovic right now, completely dreadful in his preseason with Real Madrid. He hasn't. I don't even think he touched the ball 10 times in the entire 3 matches that he's played. What's up, Curtis? Martin. What's up, man? Ooh, that's you're. Are we getting Sane? Um, Honestly, I don't think so. Well, no, hold on. I think so, but I'm concerned we're gonna mess this deal up, right? And also, as each day goes by, I'm getting more and more concerned, honestly, because I mean, it's not even like a I'm not even a source. I'm not like I'm just a Bayern fan, just voicing my opinion. I mean, the title says why Bayern need Leroy Sane, and also, I mean, not the entire title, but I think that what's up, what's up, what's up. So I think that we need Sane. I think he wants to come, but he's just probably undecided. And then I was also talking about who wants to play for Niko Kovac, right? You're the biggest Bayern supporter. Yeah, me too, bro. Me too. Are you in Germany? Are you in Germany? That's an interesting question. Because someone might say, oh, because you don't live in Germany, in Bavaria. Okay, well, guess what? If you didn't have the millions and hundreds of millions of Bayern fans, we have like 300 or close to 400 million fans around the world, right? If you didn't have all those fans, if you only had fans in Bavaria, in Germany, like, I don't know why people like, because you would literally just have a Sunday league team, man. Bayern wouldn't be what it was if it didn't have fans like me and hopefully you. But I'm from America too. Denver, Colorado, bro. Denver, Colorado. It's half German. Ah, that's cool. I have no German relation. Don't have anyone that lives in Germany. I just fell in love with this club. Yes and Mia, bro. Yeah, so I was just saying, like, Niko Kovac, our manager, what pulling power does he have? I don't think he could pull players like Sane and make them leave Guardiola and come to us. So there has to be an extra incentive, and I think the incentive they're trying to put in is that at Bayern, Sane will become the vocal point of attack, right? I want to see Sane, Gnabry, and Coman. Obviously, Jersey. Oh, New Jersey. Ew. Uh, New Jersey is actually on the states I'll probably never visit. I just never liked. I don't like Connecticut, New Jersey, Rhode Island. I don't like Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, um, Oregon, Idaho, Nebraska. I'm not going to Nebraska. I don't even know why I live in Colorado, but because it's better, I guess. But yeah, Niko Kovac does not have the pulling power we need. I mean, if we something makes me, and even though Mourinho is not the most attractive manager, he doesn't play the most attractive brand of football. I think Niko Kovac won't have the pulling power Mourinho does. Mourinho made Pogba come to United, made Zlatan come to United, even though Zlatan was kind of at the decline of his career, but to make a because Zlatan still had it in him. He was still like what was Zlatan 31, 32 when he came to United, and guess what? Wait, I think Zlatan's like 38 now, man. 37. Zlatan was like 34, 30, 33 when he came to Manchester United from PSG, still at a good point in his career, and he made the choice that I'm going to Jose Mourinho. Pogba as well, even though they then fell out, right? What do you mean? Okay, now I'm a fan. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, Colorado was like absolutely dreadful. I was in Houston, Texas. Oh, great. I was in Houston, Texas 3 weeks ago before Bayern. Bayern always go to places. Yeah, I think so too. The minute Sane is on the Bayern squad, the minute he's in the team, we're winning the Champions League. And I'm not just saying that because I think it's funny. I think it's true because we will have a Lewandowski. I think he still has 2 years. He said he had 4 years, which you can think about it this way. But I don't think any striker can be still producing unless you're Ronaldo. I think Lewandowski could have 4 years, but my thing is he's not going to be performing that well. But 2 years with Sane, Lewandowski, and also Gnabry on the right hand side, we're winning the Champions League, or at least getting to the semifinals every season. And you can only get to the semifinals so much until you get to the final and win the thing. But I think the Champions League is so it's the most simple competition to win. You know, if you have away games, try to score an away goal. If you have home games, score as many goals as you can, attack as much as you can, and if even if you lose the home game, sometimes the home game is the most terrible game because if you have the home game first, it messes you up, right? So in the Champions League is so easy. And then you go away, like Liverpool, they went away to Barca, took a 3-0 L, and came back to their Anfield Stadium, and guess what? 4-0 Champions League night. There's anything can happen in the Champions League, right? And I think it's so simple. Since FIFA, wait, you've wanted Sane since FIFA 17. FIFA 17 came out in 2016. I don't even know if Sane. I mean, now he's like he's gonna be in like 2 seasons. Give him even this season. I think Sane, if he plays more, which is why Pep, I think he wants to leave Pep because Pep. I mean, he's Sane, Sterling. Pep looks like he likes Sterling more because Sterling makes the runs he wants, which is the near post, and Sterling gets in positions to tap in, right? So I don't think Sane will be playing that much, which is why he should want to come to Bayern too, right? But I'm not exactly sure. I don't know. I didn't even know who Sane was until like literally 3 years ago. 2017. Yeah, I didn't know who Sane. Yeah, about 2017. Then I knew who Sane was. I just never cared, even though we were linked to him. Was it 2016 or 15 that he moved to City? I didn't really care for Sane. We were linked with him. I thought he did well in the Bundesliga, but I was just never really a big fan of him until now. I've watched him play. I watched Sane play versus Liverpool, and Sane in versus Liverpool, 72nd minute winner. That's a player we need. I should be a general manager. You bought him every FIFA. Oh, bro, you're a big fan of him then. Okay. So here's the deal. If we get Sane, I'll buy a shirt with his name on it. Yeah, I'll buy a shirt with his name on it. That either we're getting him or we're not. That's just it. A manager. I think you could become a manager, especially if you live in the U.S. and are a fan of a club like Bayern. It's actually super easy to read football games. All you have to do is watch a lot of them and just legit just study the game. Like, just act like you're one of the players, preferably a midfielder who reads the game like Thiago. Yeah, but I think that we'll. I have always had the feeling since we were linked to Sane that he wanted to come, but he just wasn't sure. If Pep says, Sane, I'm gonna play you a lot next season, Sane stays. But Pep is acting so iffy, right? Pep is like, we want him to stay. He's important. But then I don't think Pep has directly told Sane, you're gonna start every match. Sane, I think, wants to start every match, and I think most people, Man City fans as well, know he deserves to start a match. But again, Pep is just won't do it. Yeah, freaking a Bayern fan shop. Bayern makes the most expensive things ever, and Mats Hummels leaving. I I don't know why he left though, but I think I read in an article that he left because he told Kovac was telling him, okay, this season you're not going to play as much because Lucas Hernandez and Sula is going to be the partnership, and then Kimmich and Alaba, right? So I think Hummels was like, I'm just going to give way for him, and I think Hummels, I respect his decision, but I think that he's been a great servant to the club, been here for 3 years and done his thing, right? I mean, he played for Dortmund in the Champions League final in 12-13, which is one of the best things about him. Nah, I don't think he. I don't think he. Nah, I think he. Hummels he's still a good defender, but we can't deny the fact that he was 31 and declining. Hold on, Hummels. Mats Hummels is gonna turn. I mean, he wasn't 31. He's gonna turn 31, but for a defender of his, I also think. Guess what? Football is changing. Look at Liverpool. The Liverpool game made me realize so much what needs to happen. Even the Freiburg game, right? Oh crap! I don't like Dortmund either, but I don't think the rivalry is that deep. The real Bayern rivalry is with Mönchengladbach. That's the real Bayern rivalry. But I don't think when you saw the Liverpool game, we were getting so easily outran, right? Lucas Hernandez, I saw a clip of him. The guy, he was playing against Real Madrid, right? And then Atletico lost the ball in a dangerous area. He recovered like a quick mofo, right? Combine that with Sula's pace. Sula is probably so fast he could probably catch up to Mbappe if you gave him a little bit more space to run into. But I think what's crazy is that Lucas Hernandez gives us that pace. Hummels didn't, and Hernandez also gives us the cover to play from the back. So yeah. I like Hummels. I thought he was always one of the nicest players. I don't know him personally, but he's one of the players I'd like to meet. It's just weird that we just allowed him to leave, but I think it's a good decision for a player of him. And also, we need players, that are younger. We Lucas Hernandez is 22, I believe, or 24. He's 23, and he doesn't have a birthday for close to a year. And Pavard is. I don't know why we bought two world class left fullbacks and turned them into center backs. That's so weird. But yeah, Benjamin Pavard, also 23. We bought 24 in almost a year, right? So we bought very, very good players. Kingsley Coman, We have a young squad, and I think that Hummels just, wouldn't have fit into that. His experience, it's only going to help the Bundesliga. Hummels leaving Bayern and going back to Dortmund, because guess what? He's going to add experience to Dortmund. I want a competition. I want competition, right? Hummels being at Dortmund is going to add experience to that backline. Um, we beat. How much did we beat Bayern versus Dortmund? 18/19. Okay, so we beat Dortmund 5-0. Yeah, neither played center. I don't know. I think it'll work. I mean, they play center back for their clubs, right? But I think they're better fullback. Actually, Lucas Hernandez is a better center back. His center back, he played versus Real Madrid and Barcelona center back, two of the most important Atletico games of the season, right? And he destroyed Messi. I think Lucas is a better center back than Pavard is. But Pavard, that's what I like. Pavard isn't like trash at either position. I think he's prolific. He knows how to play them, kind of like how Kimmich can play midfield. I think Kimmich is better at right back, but he can also play midfield and add that into his locker. But we beat Dortmund 5-0. Yeah, Hernandez did. He played left back for the majority of his games. He didn't play a lot last season for Atletico Madrid. Hold on. Well, I think yeah, he played like a few. I don't know. Did Atletico play a back three? Atletico, I don't know. What is Atletico's system? No, they don't play a back three. But in Godin and Jimenez, Godin didn't play that much this year. I don't think. Jimenez played a lot. Godin was injured for like. Kimmich is our best player. I agree with that. He's like a cheat code. He's a cheat code. That's what Kimmich is. He's literally the code you put in and cheat the game, because he does everything you want him to, and he does it so well that you want him to continue to do it, and he just consistently does it for like 90% of the game. So I actually think Kimmich is a cheat code. But about the Hummels thing, right? Hummels going to Dortmund adds experience to that back line, right? When he played Dortmund, gave him 5-0, huge beating. Their main problem was that they had Diallo at left back, Zagadou, who was like 19, Akanji, who's not even that old himself, and Piszczek is just a bad player. There's no experience, right? So now Hummels adds experience. He adds a commanding presence, which means when we play Dortmund, they'll give us a better fight, which is only good for the Bundesliga. It's good for the league, because I hate being called the Farmers League, and I hate when we win a trophy. Everyone's like, "Oh, Bayern wins it again." I'd want the league to be respected a bit more. So I think it's a good choice for the league. It's a good thing for the league that Hummels goes to Dortmund. It's just smarter. And it's gonna make the competition a little bit stronger, and that's what we need. You know. Yeah, we need that. There's so many things that we've lacked in the Bundesliga over the past couple of years. We've lacked, and Sane coming to Bayern. People think Bayern's buying great players again. That's only good for the league. But I think what that does is it gives Dortmund that, oh, we're serious, and then they might keep Sancho. Mhm. Yeah, but honestly, I think I'm being honest. I don't care if we win the Bundesliga or DFB Pokal, right? There's still trophies. My main focus is on the Champions League, and a manager that made us lose in the round of 16 in the Champions League to Liverpool at home after having a strong defensive performance away at Anfield. That's inexcusable. We lost 3-1 at the Allianz Arena to Liverpool, right? I don't think Kovac should be sacked. I think that them bringing in an assistant manager that knows a lot about tactics and could also help them is only good. But I don't appreciate the fact that we lost to Liverpool in that fashion, because me personally, I rate the Champions League so much. I think it's the best trophy to win for. I think it's harder to win the Champions League because it's in the middle of the week when you've played a league match, so it means your players have to be fit. It requires a lot of rotation, which means you'll be playing inexperienced players. It also takes place in the middle of the week where injuries happen, right? Players are expected to be injured on the match day, and then like a week or a few days go by. Well, Kimmich didn't play exactly. I don't know how that good of a thing is. That is, I mean, I don't know if I want to consider that as Kimmich being so good that we need him, or we being so bad that Kimmich's greatness just is overused. But I'd like us to, even Thiago. Thiago missed 4 games, I think 3 of which we lost. How many games did we lose last season? Hold on, I need to check. So Bayern lost 4 games. Thiago did not feature in any of those games. He was absent. We drew 6 games, right? Thiago, I think, was not in like 3 of those games, right? So Thiago missed 9. Was it 9? Is it 9 or 8? 3. Yeah. Thiago missed about 7 games for Bayern, and we didn't win any of them. And I think Kimmich was absent for 1 game, and we lost that game badly, right? Yeah, if Kimmich is on the pitch, we have a good structure, right? It's just so weird. I don't know how I feel about that. That means we need a better attack, and I think that us playing Ribery in the Champions League on a big night with less pace, and trying to isolate Alexander Arnold, who may not be the best defensively, but he still did his thing, right? He still did his assist thing. He still whipped in crosses, right? Us trying to contain him rather than play our own style, and putting Ribery, who was much slower, like, it just didn't make sense in the match, and also we didn't have a good defensive structure. Without Kimmich, we're trash, Of course, Rafinha was okay, but I think we need to improve, like, the defensive midfield. We have to get Roca. I think, we were supposed to get Rodri, and I think they were 100% going to get Rodri, but Rodri wanted to play for Pep Guardiola, which I find okay. I mean, who would want to play for Niko Kovac? I mean, Kovac's game versus, if he won that game, I think with the route that Liverpool went on, we would have freaking won the Champions League, because we would have beat Spurs in the Champions League final. But it's those little games that matter so much. So, Kimmich, we need him. We need him. We need Kimmich. I think it was Mane. Yeah, Kimmich had Mane on lockdown. Right, there was like a moment where people were saying like Kimmich is like a winger and not a. I think Kimmich is. No, it's Mane, bro. It's Mane. Yeah, it was Mane. It was Mane because Mane plays on the left wing. I mean, Liverpool interchange a lot, but it was Mane. And guess what? That long ball, right? We do. I think Niklas Süle has been doing quite well for us in the preseason games. I don't know if you watched that or not, but what I saw in him was that he was trying those long passes. So maybe Van Dijk beating us and scoring 1 goal and giving 1 assist versus us in the Champions League round of 16 away from home, right? Maybe Van Dijk doing that gave Süle a lesson, and he tried a long ball. And against Real Madrid, second half, he gave the pass to Lewandowski for him to score the goal. And I was so surprised. I literally went on the match replay. I reversed it. I thought it was Kimmich who was at the time playing midfield, which I don't ever want to see Kimmich at midfield, right? I think coaches in training just see that he's so good at passing, and he's also very energetic, and he's also an aggressive player. They think he can just, and he's athletic as well. They think they can just stick him anywhere on the pitch, and that's no, just stop, okay? Just I don't want to see Kimmich in midfield. I just don't. Like, he can play there, but I think he's the best right back in the world. Why would you play the best right back in the world in center defensive midfield? He's just, it's just wasting his time. I think he's a right back, just like how Philipp Lahm was a right back slash full back, right? Philipp Lahm might have been able to play midfield, but I think I mean, most right backs or most fullbacks that are good can play defensive midfield, because all they have to do is use their energy, which they naturally have as fullbacks, and put it in defensive midfield, and they already have good passing and crossing and switching play. Once you have that, you just put them in. They can play there. But I don't think you should ever be putting Kimmich in midfield. I don't want to see him there. He made a big mistake. I mean, it's not his fault, but I think that, I mean, it was his fault. The red card, because he gave a terrible back pass. I don't. But why should he be there in the first? That's what a coach. That's a coach's job, right? The game versus Arsenal where we scored the first own goal of the match. That shouldn't have happened because the coach should have decided, oh, I've been trying to play Alphonso Davies at left back and trying to get him to develop. Why don't we put him in at left back? But no, the coach was like, I'm gonna put this unknown kid in there, and the unknown kid obviously does what every unknown kid does, and that's concede a goal. So I think Kimmich is a great right back, but not. He's not a. He can be a world class midfielder, but why would you? He's the best right back in the bloody world. Look at the game versus AC Milan. Crucial, the only goal. He slipped a great pass to Goretzka, who finished it, and that's the match. That's literally the highlight of the match because that was a boring game. We had possession after possession. The final pass was lacking. You know. Ah. Ooh. But thank you, bro, for watching. I think I'm gonna, or anyone else watching, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. Make sure you subscribe, turn on your notifications, because I think I'll be streaming every day. Honestly, I find it incredibly fun. I didn't know streaming was this fun. I just stream because, I think, it's just so much fun to stream. What's the crazy thing I'm about to hear? Please don't say anything super crazy, like, you know, Tiago's trash or something. Something I'm gonna like have to ban you for, because Tiago ain't trash. Tiago is just like Kimmich but in midfield. Tiago is a cheat code as well. So go ahead and say what you were going to say with warning and all that. Yes. What is it? Why is that crazy? I think most Bayern fans understand that. Yes, Thomas Muller. I wanted James Rodriguez to stay so bad. I have an older channel, and all my videos were about James and how he should stay. And I, I don't think it's just me. I think a lot of Bayern fans don't like Muller, but because he's from the academy and he's been here for so long and he's won so much with us, we like to think we need him still. Muller has lost so much of his cuteness, not like his cuteness is in like his cute first touch. Because a lot of players have like that thing about them that just they just have it. Muller doesn't have it anymore. Lewandowski, you watch him play, he has that cute finish. He always has a nice he has that still, right? Look at Messi. Messi has that cute dribble thing he does. Neymar has the cute skills. Cristiano Ronaldo has the cute power shots, right? He has all that. But Muller has lost it. I don't know what happened. I don't want to see him out wide. I don't want to see him in midfield. I've been saying it. We need Dybala. But I wanted us to keep James. But you know what the thing with Dybala is? Dybala is a little bit kind of inconsistent. By inconsistent, I mean he. Yeah, take care. Yes, and Mia. Yeah, I'm about to end the stream, but I think we can Ziyech. Ziyech is a player who can play out wide, and also in the. I think we need. There's so many options, but I wouldn't particularly go with Dybala. We have so many players kind of like Dybala. Renato Sanchez is like Dybala, but if we, I think Muller could go to AC Milan or something. He could legit. I mean, China wanted him for some time, right? Chinese people, because I think you could go to China and make billions, and then become CEO of the club and put that money back in. But yeah, that's it for the video. I think 40 minutes is enough streaming, and it's. I'm not saying it's like bad, but it's kind of tiring to stream for 40 minutes. But you know, make sure before you go you leave a sub. just so I can have people to talk to. And yeah, cool. I stream at the same time every day. And Mia san Mia. Oh no, my phone.